Hey guys, so the verdict came in, and Johnny Depp, he won. We all knew he was gonna win. We all knew he was gonna win because Amber Heard is a fucking cunt. Um, this should go out now as a. This is not a believe all women type of thing because that's what she was counting on. She was counting on the whole believe all women bullshit, despite the fact that there was no real evidence of her being abused. She lopped off his fucking fingertip. She said on a recording saying that, go ahead, Johnny, tell them that I, Johnny Depp, am a victim of domestic abuse and see who they side with. She knew what she was doing, and she thought that because it's believe all women, that she would win. So this is, if you take away the celebrity part of it, this is a huge win for men who have been afraid to come forward, because when men say that they're abused, fucking they get laughed at. It's like, oh, you're abused by a woman? Yeah, because if we defend ourselves, even if we just, hold up our arms and just let them do what they need, we still get arrested. We still get fucking arrested. If they come in, and even if we have fucking cuts all over us, and the woman, they can easily say, oh yeah, he was abusing me, and boom, in cuffs we go. Because society doesn't give a shit how men feel, and they wonder why suicide rates among men are higher. Men commit suicide at higher rates than females do. I wonder why. So this is a huge fucking win for men who have been felt like they need to be silenced to the point where they felt like they couldn't do anything. Maybe some of them have been domestically abused by their significant other and felt like there was no hope, and they off themselves. So this is a huge win for men because it's no longer just believe all women. This one perfect right here. Abuse has no gender. It has no gender. You can be a male and still be fucking abused. And the fact that society, especially with a certain group who thinks that about toxic masculinity and this and that, but when a man opens up and says I've been abused, it's those same fucking people who laugh at that person. So I'm really glad that Johnny was found essentially innocent of all this. Amber Heard is just a fucking downright bitch. Between the audio that they have, between the photos they have, between the fact that she was abusing her other partner and the other girl she was with, Elon Musk, she was probably abusing. It's not hard to see that this woman is a fucking bitch, and this is the habit for her. She is just a domestic abuser, no matter who she's with. With a Kate Moss coming in and saying, yeah, that whole story about you're saying that Johnny pushed me down the stairs, that never happened. So it's a huge win for men who have been abused. It shatters that whole believe all women narrative that they've been trying to push. That, well, if a woman says she's been abused, you need to believe her. Yeah, and more times than not lately, when a woman says that she's been, the R word or abused in some kind of way, it never actually happened. They're just trying to ruin that fucking guy's life. How many people within the last couple of years who have had their careers ruined because, oh yeah, he's an abuser, he did that to me, he harassed me in this way. And every single time, despite the fact that there's like a trend where these people are like clearly innocent, it's like, you have to believe all women, believe all women, believe all women. So again, it's celebrities and everything, but they're still humans. He was still abused. So I'm really glad that the jury saw the facts, and that they were smart enough to see who the true victim here was. Is he innocent? Not completely, but most that he did, chances are, was just call her names, which that's not nearly as bad as saying, lopping off her fingertip, which is what she did to him. The bruises and everything. cuts. So if he wanted to call her a fucking whore or this or that, that's not nearly as bad as the physical violence that she was to him. So hopefully he's a little more wiser for the wear, and next time he won't fuck crazy. He needs to just find a nice woman who's close to his age, who is respectful and not fucking crazy. But unfortunately, sometimes you don't know that until you've been with them for a while. I'm pretty sure it was fine at first, but then again, it's like he should have known because of her past, relationships. So I don't know. Maybe it was just misjudgment on his part. But hopefully, he finds someone who can actually treat him the way he deserves to be treated. And I hope that fucking Amber Heard has the hardest fucking time finding a job now. After all the shit that she's put him through, after, like I said, she was abusing her previous partner, she is a downright fucking terrible person, and I hope Hollywood just spits on her. Not literally spits on her, but if she goes in, sees a role that she wants, it's like, sorry, no. Because this man, his livelihood is essentially gone. Disney, I think, offered him the chance to play Jack again, but he's like, no. Why would I work for you? You guys were calling me a fucking abuser. You guys were believing her. Why the fuck would I work for you now? Like Jack, Johnny loves the character of Jack. But why the fuck would he work for Disney when Disney was not defending him? Disney's like, oh, well, we have to separate ourselves from you now because you're just a fucking domestic abuser. And that's one reason people were like, oh, yeah, I hope he wins. He's Jack Sparrow and this and that. No, it was more than that. Wanting him to win should not have been because he's Jack Sparrow. Him winning means that it's no longer a believe all women. That's been shattered, which is good, because abuse has no gender. You can be a male being abused, you can be a woman being abused. In such a high profile case. So now hopefully men have more courage to stick up, fess up after, and hopefully more people are willing to believe these men after due process, of course. Don't just believe one right off the bat. We need evidence. I mean, if he has cuts and bruises and this and that, then that's one thing. But if it's like Amber Heard, she's like, oh, he abused me, and she's got fucking makeup on, and then the very next day, all that shit's gone. The cuts are gone, and this, yeah. Because some people just do it because they want to ruin someone else's life, so they'll say, oh yeah, they abused me. But, yeah. Like I said, suicide rates among men are a lot higher than females, and this is one of the reasons, I'm sure, because people are getting abused, and society just kind of laughs in their face like, oh, you're a man and you're getting abused? And a lot of these guys may have depression or some kind of mental issue. And they're like, okay, well, what's the point of sticking around? No one fucking believes a damn thing I'm saying. They're sticking up for the abuser. I have no one to fucking go to. They talk about toxic masculinity and how they want to get rid of it. And then I open myself up. And then they still fucking laugh at me and tell me I'm a problem and this. And then people just feel hopeless. So, anyways, it's a huge win for men or just people in general. Because it's no longer believe all women. And I really hope Johnny can get back on track, get back to doing what he loves. I totally agree with him not wanting to be Jack again. Because if I was working for a company and they were basically, oh, we're gonna have to separate ourselves because you're an abuser. It's like, how you don't know that? You don't know that. No evidence has been presented. I mean, I understand. Can't just take my word, but wait till after. Just say it's like a put on hold kind of thing. Don't just say, oh, well, we can't work with you ever again in the future, and you'll never be able to play this character again because you're a domestic abuser. You can't do that. They should have waited for this because Johnny won. But they're like, would you like to play Jack again? And he's like, no. No. Fuck you. But I'm sure there are people who will be ecstatic to get him. He's probably feeling really fucking good, rejuvenated, mentally, emotionally, which is really good. So obviously I hope Johnny the best, and Amber Heard can just rot. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.